Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Cud, where we are just about to turn in a step of this quest here. We have resolved the rental of the spindle for the Bearthromate's purpose. And I ended the episode before turning it in because I do remember that there is some point during the quest where Great Gate gets attacked, and I don't remember if it was right here or not. It might be right here. And if it is, you know, obviously I wanted to be able to give the battle for Great Gate its fair due because I remember it being a little bit of a situation. So I guess let's see if I was remembering correctly. Is this the part where everything goes to shit? Yes, the spindle is ours. Live and drink. Sterling news, journey friend. All right. Even more Bearthromite reputation. 5,000 experience points. Agarka crab, a dorka crab, a corado crab, acorado crab. Yep, there it is. Okay. I have never known the name of our crab ally. The whole compound rumbles around you. The walls creak, loose objects skid about, and dust is stirred up in iridescent clouds. Otho yells, "Crubble Numba, Starfed Poster, come back here!" I mean, I'm right here, dude. What's up? That rumbling, what was it? An explosion? I mean, it was a big rumble, especially considering how deep in the earth we are. What are you thinking, Otho? Grave thoughts, Crubble Numba, Starfed Poster. I like that Otho says the whole thing every time. It's a lot of respect. That's how I want it to be, but you know, most people don't do it. Listen to me now. Take this key card, go to Ereshkigal's room, and that's the mainframe. It's what she prefers to be called. Go to her room, access Ereshkigal, and scan the shale surrounding the Enclave for anomalies. I've asked her to ready her sensors. Update me with what you learn. You may use the intercom in the northeast corner of Ereshkigal's room to deliver your update. Go quickly. I'd soon be disabused of my fears. Yeah, I'm on it. It's weird that I was given a security card. I don't need one. The room's not locked. You guys know the room's not locked, right? Hey there. Scan surroundings, Ereshkigal. I'm glad that we got acquainted earlier. Scanning. Intruders detected. I'm sounding alarms. I'm calculating probable attack radii. I'm displaying probable attack radii. Okay, well that's not ideal. For some reason, the available power thing in the bottom left has... Okay. The intercom in the upper right. Yeah, there it is. It's as I feared, Crobal Numbus, Starfed Poster. Gritgate is being assailed. The Putus Templar must have followed you back from Omenporch. Yeah, good. I would like to see somebody try to follow me anywhere. Let us use the precious little time we have before they arrive to prepare our defenses. With the chrome keycard I gave you, you now have access to our power grid. There are chain laser emplacements and force projectors across the Enclave. Use Ereshkigal's reconnaissance to decide which defenses to enable. You can also broadcast an overclock command or activate Rodanus Y by interfacing with Ereshkigal. Be mindful of the amperage draw, though. Okay, this is why we have a big power display now. Act quickly, Crobal Nombus. The Templar near us, even as we speak. Yeah, I would love to do my best to defend Gritgate. I think it would be sick if Gritgate survived. That's my feeling. Okay, so... Plus 10 quickness on the chromelings costs 22.5. Well, I mean, chain laser emplacements seem really valuable, right? I do think we should activate Rodanus. Rodanus is mobile and, you know, like... I think that's going to provide a lot of benefit overall. And then let's activate chain laser emplacements. Must be activated manually. Okay. We can only activate one if Rodanus is online. Force projectors also manual. Okay. I will go too then. Okay, he's still reading as deactivated. But I don't have an option to activate him. I can only deactivate him. I wonder if I should just set him back to the off state then, because it seems like maybe he's broken. Although I can't repair him. Alright, where are we as far as... Like, where are the chain laser emplacements that are most well suited for this attack? The problem is there's kind of... If those are the attack radii, there's kind of no lasers in that part of the base, it seems like. Okay, no, there's one here. Alright, so... Activate. But that is, in fact, the only one in this area. Alright, I'm going to go back and deactivate Redenus, because it seems like he's not functional. I don't think he's where he's supposed to be. Yeah, deactivate. Let's reclaim that power. And I will just, I'll just feed a couple more turrets. But this isn't a thing that has to be done right this second, right? Like, we could massage which turrets are on based on their current location. There's also the force projectors to think about, but I don't actually know. Are you a force projector? Yes, okay. So I don't know where the majority of these are. Obviously, there's one blocking the door now. Because what I would love to do is route them south. If we can get them moving south instead of west, then there are chain emplacements in that southern hallway. But it doesn't look like there are any other force controls to prevent them from just going west. Again, it'd be a lot easier once the fighting starts to know exactly what's going on. But I'm going to turn on one of these, I guess. And then... I mean, we'll need to be kind of close. I'll turn on one of the ones in here as well. Okay, and then it's just a matter of... I mean, if we could find some more places where stuff is relevant, we could turn it on. I could go back and juice the chromelings, I guess. You know what? Let me do that. Here, rescue doll. Let's overclock the chromelings on the floor, shall we? A little bit of bonus quickness. Maybe get a couple extra turns in here. And with that, I think it's just time to wait for the breach. Do I tell Otho that I'm prepped? Okay, static. Hopefully Otho's taken up some kind of battle station. It's prepared in some way for the things that we're about to see. I don't really want to be in here when they break in. I do wonder, hey you, what of mine are you carrying right now? Okay, nothing. If we were to lose a Garca crab, I wouldn't necessarily feel terrible about it. And I think that's an important thing to note because I might want to proselytize in the middle of combat. Potentially the case that if I can grab one of them, I will. So we really are just waiting. Doesn't really seem like there's anything else to do. How does this work? Okay, so you can start the field. Each square draws 9 power. So, unfortunately, it would take 4 squares worth of power to draw a force field across the entrance to this room, but also the wall here is just glass. We'd have to run the entire wall with a force field in order for it to be effective. I don't think force projectors are the way to go here. So I think we're just wait. Oh, okay. The waiting's over. Okay. So, the implanted Knight Templar's ontological anchor, bloops. What do we got? Implanted Knight Templar, hostile, average, oiled and brushed male hang across his crooked spine and salient jaw. The color, too, was sucked out of his irises by his tangled lineage, and his wet, rosy lips catch the light and toss it back across a sharp sneer. He's puffed up in emulation of his peerage and the symbol of his sword. They also have Nastamand Gamond, Knight Commander. Hostile, impossible. Loved by the Putus Templar. Admired by fungi for uncovering a plot against them. He's got... I mean, his stuff is mostly pretty comprehensible. He's got giant hands. But, like, he's on Fullerite and Crysteel, right? Like, this is all stuff we know, at least. And then there's a Banner Knight Templar there. The banner's probably doing some kind of buff thing. And also Gunner Knights. Gunner Knights with flamethrowers, a freeze ray, an Eigen rifle. This one is all tricked out. Light rail. You know, this actually is probably... Let me, oh boy. Okay, they're throwing grenades at me. Not doing a great job of hitting me. This might be an opportunity to use one of those larger, more impressive weapons that I'm always saving ammo for. Like, this is probably that thing, right? This is probably that time. A spacer rifle is a motherfucker. And what kind of cells it got in it right now? I guess let's throw a nuclear cell in, right? Let me try the biodynamic cell. This is probably pretty refillable. I just have no idea how much, you know, how much shot to actually expect from it. Chrome Link, get out of the way. All right, I'm gonna try just firing this plasma thing down the hall here. Okay, so first of all, I did hit the wall. It didn't consume even a whole dram of blood, though. That's pretty cool. One more round. Okay. All right, that shot actually went into the right place. So we're creating plasma. Wow, the plasma did 31 damage to the Gunner Knight. Also, I critically hit a torch sconce with the previous one. Yeah, I kind of want to duck behind a wall while it's recharging, right? But my big concern, of course, is that, like, I can't hold a marked target in that way. And I really would like to mark a target. I think we got to be cautious. Hopefully that makes sense and doesn't make me sound like too much of a coward. All right, remember when we're doing this, we're also creating plasma. It seems like they EMP'd the chain turret. Yeah, so it hasn't even actually done anything yet, but because it's EMP'd, they're also not paying attention to it. Hey, you know, I just noticed that it's carrying a jacked chain laser. I didn't really thought about it before, but I wonder if we could somehow get the friendly turrets to hand over. Uh-oh. I've been stasis grenaded. That's pretty bad. That was a pretty good throw. Well, don't guess I have much to do. Okay, Warden's Esther somehow... Oh no, I guess the stasis field is just ending. I was gonna say, it looked like the teleporter interrupted it, actually. Okay, you're actually coming through the doorway, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and mark this guy. Never mind, I immediately lost track. So he ducked out of the way immediately. Okay, some of them are starting to come through over there. Did I just stun? The Gunner Knight takes damage from plasma. It's hard to tell what's going on. I did do a bunch of damage. Oh, that gunner, that knight that I was tracking, the one who ran into the room full of gas, fell asleep because they threw sleep grass grenades in there earlier. That's pretty funny. Also, I think it's worth noting that this thing is still on 4 drams of fluid. I'm a little surprised at how well this holds up to the power draw, because this thing really drains batteries. Maybe the power of blood is much greater than I had realized. So I'm trying to keep a nice plasma cloud going. It seems like I'll maybe be able to keep you marked. Ah, shit, crumbling. I wish the crumblings weren't in my way. I had to remember that when I move, it doesn't spend like a whole world turn because of our very high speed. The Tetra's the nanoglass wall refracts the long photon. That's interesting. Okay, so I think I just cooked one of them. Yeah, I got an implanted Gunner Knight Templar. The Chromelings are dying left and right, I'm sure. All right, I mean we're doing good work. Something is keeping Nastaman Gemon stunned back there, and I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, it's doing fantastic. Thank God for whatever that thing is. Alright, the crab is coming forward to help us fight. I got a pretty decent chunk off of that guy. No, I got 4. I did 4 damage. I saw a 39. Somewhere there was a 39. It was not me doing that. Alright, please do not take a bunch of damage from the plasma clouds, friends. I mean, this is working. We're definitely winning. Although it is worth noting that the one of them that's ranked impossible is still in the backfield. Alright, yeah, I did do a lot of damage to that, to a couple of them. I've also created a huge cloud of plasma, which I wasn't really thinking about. Oh dear. Why is this Waydroid hostile to me? Oh no, the Chromelings are hostile to me too. I think I must have done too much damage to the machines and the machinery. Shit. Not all of them are, just the ones in this room, it seems like. Alright, I'm gonna try to get out of here. I'm seeing a lot of laser fire. Okay, hold on. We gotta get into the main chamber. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of fire in here that indicates that things are going awry. Maybe for this room, I should swap back to the previous... I should swap back down to the laser gun, because I'm a little worried about, you know, plasmifying the entire chamber. There's some precision work that needs to be done here. My allies are in great shape, though. Except they're both fighting Waydroids right now. Can I get y'all just a little bit refocused, perhaps? Okay, Q-Girl just absolutely cooked that banner holder. Which guy is this? Which gunner is this? This is the freeze ray gunner. Okay, so honestly, probably one of the less dangerous ones, for sure. Hortensia is now reading as hostile to me. I was gonna say, I'm not sure who that laser was intended for if it wasn't me, and no, it is me. So something's going horribly awry here as far as people's allegiances go. I'm going to... Okay, spare fusile still on side. I'm gonna give this guy the Intimidate. And let's, you know what, while I'm at it, let's Menacing Stare the Freeze Ray Gunner. Just try to get him detached here. Okay, Freeze Ray Gunner I think was shooting at me. I am going to switch guns back now. I think in this hallway it would be best to try something with a little bit more accuracy. Although I'm not getting penetration here, which is a real shame. Yeah, I'm getting extremely reliable lack of penetration. Okay. Well, I mean, if that's the case, it's the case. It's not what I want to be. I don't want to be using the spacer rifle necessarily all of the time, but I do have to get some damage done. So we're only halfway through our power cell. I have to say I have been given a new respect for these power cells. It looks like things are mostly pretty clear up here. Is everybody up here cool with me right now? Yes, okay. Then maybe this is the part of the battle where I contribute. That said, definitely a little worried about accidentally killing Neek. This one is using an Eigen rifle. Yeah, I want to believe that I'm not responsible for all of the destruction out here. Okay, Nastamund is badly wounded. I think probably, given the forcefulness of our weapon, our play is just try to finish that job. Okay, Nastamund went down. And I think it's worth noting, I did not receive experience points, but I did deal the killing blow. I'm going to berate this fool who dares to stand next to me. Did it work? I shamed him with my words. Neek shot me in the back. Intentionally? No. No, Neek has not turned on me. I'm a little leery of firing into them with the Eigen rifle because of the plasma cloud that I'll leave. So let's switch back here. I wish I'd had the, one of the more sort of like mid-level weapons on hand. Okay, so that's not great. I hit this guy with a beam and did some damage, and then I lost my fucking... I got EMP'd real bad. Okay, everybody's all of a sudden convinced that I'm the problem. I'm gonna dodge around this dude, actually. Let's fight from the north, where there are fewer people who are convinced of my evil. Wow, look at all those chem cells. I can't really do much until my gun's functional, so I guess I'm just gonna wait several turns. Try it every turn until it works. Aha! And I immediately shot Neek. It is so easy to shoot the wrong person. Alright, I have marked the banner guy. I am shooting at the banner guy. Okay, that Eigen rifle is very serious. Alright, banner guy down. I guess mark the other dude. Never mind. Other dude's under control. I'm gonna grab these real quick. I'm sensing I may need to leave quickly. So I'm trying to make sure that I have the loot that I want to have. So this is not ideal. This thing where all of a sudden they've decided I'm the enemy. My hope is that we can bail out of here and let everything calm down and things will go back to normal relation-wise. Because it probably is the case that we dealt a lot of damage to the Barathramites with our various plasma clouds and whatnot, right? Okay. Grit gate is considered clear. I'm just gonna retire to another floor of the dungeon and just take a second. A defoliant miner. Interrupting my nap. Okay, we've successfully disarmed the defoliant mine. You know what? I'm also going to just take it apart. And then here's a turret tinker for some reason. Low light laser turret tinker. Okay, you'd think they would have some laser turrets on them. Anyway, rest until healed. Alright, let's reapproach and just see if they're feeling any cooler. Also, definitely gonna scoop up... Oh, that's salty blood. That's adulterated. But yeah, any place that we have just like raw blood... apparently this biodynamic cell is a wonder, an absolute wonder of engineering and science. Whew. Also, can I tell you, a little surprised that both of my followers survived that. Hey there, albino ape. Can't help but notice you're in my way. Holy shit. Whose corpse is this? Okay, so we picked up some guns, some stuff I really don't want. A grit gate recoiler. Is this like Maffeo's body? We can disassemble that for sure. I picked up like a sniper rifle. I certainly don't want a stun rod. Yeah, sniper rifle, fairly heavy, not actually very interesting to me. Laser pistol, don't need one of those. Don't mind the 4 though. Okay, that's almost got us to a point where we can move around. Picked up a second grit gate injector, or recoiler, which obviously we do not need. We picked up a lot of water, which is, I think, a significant majority of the weight that we grabbed there, which is fine, you know, obviously, but it is going to create some problems. Yeah, let me just take apart a couple of power cells here so that we can move again, and then let's examine the situation. We got some raw bear meat. I don't want raw bear meat. Preserve my fresh foods. Okay. Yeah, that dropped like 10 pounds. All right, let's see how things are going. I see lasers firing, which suggests that I am still in danger. Well, Hortensa is friendly again, and I think Hortensa was... Ah, there is still actually an enemy alive. I'm going to berate this nerd. And then I'm going to give him the stare down. What do you think you are? Okay, well now, now you're in trouble. Neek, are we cool? Yeah, unfortunately, the programmatic, like the general rules of weapon damage and people turning on you in combat, they're just really messy for a situation like that. So this is fullerite plate mail, a bloodstained ontological anchor. Plutonic metal is etched with a two-dimensional projection of the rhombic dodecahedral honeycomb, allowing it to snap onto the ley lines of the local region. So it probably prevents certain things from being done to you. Seems like it could be useful. Whoa, they're really heavy. Okay, I kind of thought it was like a bracelet. No, they're not really heavy. But I just went up by so much weight. Did I grab other stuff? Oh, you know what? While I'm holding it, I bet what's happening is while I'm holding it, it's making my spheres not work. Well, they say they're working. But I definitely went from like 349 to 391 just by picking this thing up. Let me prove that that is what's doing it. Yep, disassembling it dropped me 40 pounds. It must be that it's making the spheres not work, right? Because that's exactly what it would be. It would be they're no longer giving me the bonus, and they're each 10 pounds. Okay, good to know. Can't so much with that. Folded carbide longsword, a light rail, grenade launcher. I think I will probably take apart a grenade launcher. And we have a light rail already. There's no reason for me to hold on to this one. Oh, what the hell? I'll disassemble this too while I'm waiting for the combat to get resolved. Wardens, you getting there? You got it? It does seem like they're having a heck of a time with that. Okay, he's badly winning. I mean, they're getting there. It's going to take a minute, but they're getting there. What is Esther? Are you attacking? Yes, Neek has become hostile again. Can we not with this? Like, I know Warden's Esther created a spore cloud there. Let's wait 100 turns. Let's try to let things cool down. I'm being chased by a hostile Neek. Okay. Maybe I need to let this cool off even more. Maybe we should leave for a couple days and come back. Yeah, I guess let's try that. Let's recoil out of here. Can we get back to... Yeah, let's go to the freehold. It's been a while since we've seen the sun. Alright, I don't know. Probably nobody's going over... Like, we didn't see any indication that anybody has refreshed their inventory. It's probably not even worth really looking. Yeah, these are the same. Okay, I mean, that's fine. We're just here to give ourselves a reason to walk back, right? I am, in fact, too famished to travel such a long distance. Okay. Now we're going to walk back to Great Gate. And we're going to see what things are like after they've had a couple of days to cool down. I probably could have said yes to some ruins. Yeah, let's take a second, look around. Some forgotten ruins. I love that. That's a chain. Is that a chain gun or a chain laser? Chain laser. Okay, or chain gun, the boring one. Alright, so we got some aggle maggots, we got some library books. All right, free beaded bracelet. Don't feel too bad about that. Dragonfly tried to kill me. If you could believe such a thing. All right. But it sure seems like everybody's hostile now, huh? It does feel like maybe the ability for people to turn hostile to you in Gritgate should be like disabled for that event or something, because that probably happens to a lot of people, right? Not just with weapons like this, but because of you know, other things that deal damage in areas. And I bet a lot of people end up pulling aggro. And it's not really clear, like, whether they'll be chill again later, if they'll remember what your reputation with them is supposed to mean, or... I don't know. Just seems a little rough. Okay, can y'all just, like, leave me alone? I'm doing very important business here. Look at all of this stuff. My hurdy-gurdy, and we will. Their patriarch was Plutarch Icewreath, who was said to have evoked such a dread that riders drew their chariots to a 1,000 scale structure would lead me to harmfully reductive conclusions. Somebody's got to, right? Actually, no, most people don't need any help with that. Okay. Do I think there's any other loot to be had? We haven't actually seen every tile of the interior of the buildings, but... Well, let me run, because somewhere there is a dragonfly. I can tell. Okay. Nope. There is way too much stuff going on in these jungles. You know what? I do not, in fact, want to investigate. I just want to walk back through the front door of Gritgate and see how things are now that they've had, you know, a couple of minutes to relax and stop blaming me for everything that's happening. Okay, are we all good? Otho's got me marked as friendly. Few humans could have defended Gritgate so deftly. Now, give me time to assess our losses and consult with Barrothram. Return soon. Okay, well, I thought that's what I was doing. Jacobo and Spare Fusile have restocked their inventory because I think I was right. I think it was Maffeo's corpse that we stumbled across up north. Alright, are all of the machines in cool mode? Yes, it looks like it. It looks like everybody's... I drink in the sight of you, cub. Thank you for keeping safe. Yeah, no thanks to you. Never before had the Templar broken so far through our defenses. We live a new reality now, one harder to weather. Yeah, what do you got there, buddy? High capacity, sharp leyline puppeteers, the linear cannon. I mean, I'm assuming this is a Tinker 3, yeah? We had one of these and I got rid of it, but like, there was a while there where I was thinking, you know, I'm mostly invested in trying to keep a weapon around as an infinite power solution, and so I was kind of discounting things that were drawing from the batteries too much. But now that it's clear that we're getting into the part of the game where the laser is failing to penetrate a lot, I am rethinking some of that stuff. So you know what? Let me see about this. I also don't really know what these kinds of like magic gloves are, so I would actually love to take those off your hands as well, if you don't mind, at the low, low price of some object. A space inverter, which I don't think I need, although I would kind of like to keep the cell. Can I, no, I cannot pull the cell out from this UI. That's a shame. You know, I would love to get rid of this dagger. Let me take more stuff from you, actually. Let's get the recipe for the handy nuke. I guess the recipe for sharp? And where do you have the recipe for high capacity? A rubber gum injector? Just trying to make this a deal that's not gonna completely overwhelm us with water. Yeah, that's fine. It's nice to get rid of that dagger, finally. So once again, sharp just means +1 to penetration rolls. I mean, it is a generally useful... I know it already. I did not remember that I knew that. Okay, well, I definitely don't know that, and I don't know that I think it's valuable, but now we have it. And everything else here is definitely Tinker 3 type stuff. Q girl, how are you doing? Okay, no new texts about the attack apparently. Spare fusile. Okay. Nothing super new and exciting. We can learn to make our own nuclear cells, but I don't know, like, I have 3 already. And they're just not that hard to refill. Oh, I stepped over somebody's body. So a gaslight Chris, a laser rifle, burnt capacitors, fractured microchips, an Urshib corpse. Okay, hold on. So it doesn't say that it disassembled the bent metal sheets. Yep, that's a problem. What else did I pick up? A laser rifle and a gaslight Chris. I don't need extras of these things, probably. Okay. Just like normal chem cells. I guess I'm not really that interested. There's still laser fire happening up here for some reason. So there's fullerate flake armor. I'm a little surprised at the things that are getting auto picked up. It's like it picked up the grenade launcher and the Eigen rifle. It might just be like radio powered chem cell. Hold on a moment. Huh. I definitely don't need this. Let me pour the oil out into my water skin of oil so that I don't just dump oil all over myself as I have in the past. You gotta remember that thing doesn't run on a power cell, it just has a reservoir in it. Okay. I'm gonna disassemble this Eigen rifle because we have one in the other room, right? Let me look at that power cell. Radio powered chem cell. This item can be recharged via broadcast power. Can pick up electrical charge from satellites or, if not too far underground, or from nearby broadcast transmitters. That's interesting. I wonder... So when it says from satellites, if not underground, is that something that's just always happening, or do you need to be in a particular place where there are satellites? Because if that's just the thing that's always on, that seems really powerful. Okay. Lots of fullerite armor and stuff. You rip a tubular hydrojet's implant out of the human corpse, but destroy it in the process. I guess that's a butchering task. I ripped a biodynamic power plant out of this one, but he didn't have anything to power it with, or to power with it. Yeah. I don't know. Very strange. Yeah, or ship corpse. Okay, well. I have to say I'm pretty bummed out to see Maffeo die. And not just because Maffeo was one of the more useful folks around here in terms of sales. Navigation system implant, skin glitter. Okay, this guy was just carrying a lot of loose mods. Banner of the Holy Rhombus. Okay, we don't necessarily need any of this. I guess I'll take an herberry. Apparently that herberry was the line as far as carrying things goes. I mean, I certainly don't need a second. This is the thing where we're going to want to sell a bunch of this stuff. Certainly don't need a second biodynamic power plant. I don't even really need the first one. It's a huge part of the problem we're having. Let me just, again, take apart a couple. Nope. Disassemble, please. Take apart a couple of chem cells to let us move again. Okay. So I wonder if Otho is ready to talk. He's made it back to his location here, so let's hope. Nope, give us time to assess, he says. All right, well, I'm gonna rest until morning. How about rest 100 turns? Okay, let's rest until morning again. We'll just wait an entire day. I guess it still considers us to be in the morning right now because that actually did not advance time. Well, I guess let's keep waiting. Okay, it's definitely not morning anymore. So when I press this and hit wait until morning, it should wait until the next morning. Nope, I guess it just doesn't actually do any waiting when you select that if it's daytime. Maybe. Would I be allowed to wait until morning now? Still no, it turns out. Alright, now it's actually the nighttime. There we go. Hopefully this will be enough time passed. Although honestly, like a lot of time has passed already if you think about it. Because we did teleport ourselves way out to the other side of the world. Okay, it is daylight on the next day. Alright. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and call the episode here. It's a little bit shorter, but we got through a major significant plot beat here, survived a mechanically tricky thing, and now the game's being all weird and finicky. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to keep playing with this, try to figure out how to get Otho to recognize that it is multiple days after the battle, and when I figure it out, I'll bring all y'all back in. You'll be the first to know. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, forward progress on this quest, no matter what time Otho thinks it is. And we'll see you then.